Alright, hey guys, it's TsubakiSwagg and I'm coming to you with my review of Hunter x Hunter, episode 145, Defeat and Reunion. And okay, I know I'm like hella late on this review, I'm like 2 days late or so, but I will say that I caught a horrible cold, which I'm still getting over, so if I sound funny, that's why. So, I apologize for that, but I said that I was going to review every episode that comes out now because it is ending at 1:48. So I'm going to get this review up even if it is late. So this episode touched my heart so much. It was so sad. It probably made me tear up more than it should have, but that's neither here nor there. So in this episode, we finally get to see a little bit of Paristan's true colors. And we also get to see a little bit of Illumi's true colors. Because in this episode, the running for the new chairman finally whittled down to just Leorio and Paristan. And Leorio, he already said that he had no interest in actually being chairman. He just wanted everybody to help Gon. Because his friend, whom he has been friends with for forever, was sick, and there's nothing that he can do, and if he became the new chairman, he wanted everybody to help Gon. That was his main focus. So so Leorio, pretty much the whole reason why he's there is because he punched the shit out of Jing. And Paristan used this to his advantage. So Paristan, he knew something was about to happen. And then they showed the part that Aluka finally woke up, and Killua, he pretty much told Aluka that he needed something to come out, and this was going to be the last time that he was ever going to ask her anything, which was to heal Gon. So something came out, Nanika came out, and they walked up to Gon, and it asked for Gon's hand, and Killua pulled Gon's hand out from underneath the blanket, and it looked decrepit. I was not ready. I really was not ready. I mean, I saw how it looked in the manga, but I was just not ready for that. Not at all. So Killua pulled out Gon's hand, and he freaked out a little bit. He was just in shock as to how it looked, because all this time Gon has been covered up by sheets and his face has been wrapped up, so they never knew what he looked like underneath all of that. So yeah, it was pretty bad. So he pulled Gon's hand out, and Aluka touched his hand, and then this huge ball of light disappeared, and then you see all of this men, this immense power coming from the building. And everybody, even people that were doing the election for the new chairman of the Hunter Association, felt it. Everybody felt it. They were like, what is this immense power? And Paristan used this to his advantage. So after that, during that point, Paristan started trying to stall. And he kept asking Leorio questions, hoping that something would happen. But he didn't say what, he didn't say what he was thinking. So he kept trying to stall, and Cheetle was trying to help Leorio. And then out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, after Paristan finally stalled enough, Moro came through the door. And he was just snotted and crying and just everywhere. And he put a thumbs up, and then Gon came through the door. It's yes, I've been waiting for this. They finally show Gon come in, because I've been waiting to see Gon. I've missed Gon so much. Gon was one of my favorite characters in the show. So finally, Gon is finally back. And Leorio, he was just fuck this election, and just ran up the stairs and embraced. Gon literally jumped off the stairs. What if Leorio didn't catch him? That would have been horrible. You just got out the hospital, dude. But he did a flying leap into Leorio's arms, and Leorio caught him, and they were both crying, and it was so sweet. I was just like, oh, that's so precious. It made me tear up some. I'm actually tearing up a little bit right now. So, Leorio finally got to see his friend again for what seemed like forever ago. So, God is back, and finally, after all this time, God is about to meet Jing. Because after everybody was like, you should run for president, I'll vote for you, blah, blah, blah. Don looks around and he sees all of them pointing at Jing, and Jing, he just makes the most, like, ugly face. Like, he wasn't ready to see Gon. So, Gon is finally about to meet his father in the most unconventional way, because Gon was supposed to find Jing, and then technically he did, so he did find Jing on a technicality, but Jing wasn't too happy about that. Then Cheetle asked Paristan, how in the hell did he know that this was going to happen? And he pretty much said that he trusted Jing as an enemy. So, in turn, that made him trust the people that were supposed to be helping his son, which he immediately knew. Like, Cheetle knew immediately that Paristan's plan was to get them out of the running so that Leorio would be the last person standing, so then that way he would be able to knock Leorio out of the running if Gon were to appear in front of him. Because at first, Paristan had no idea that Leorio was even going to be voted. He thought that it was going to be him and Jing was going to win. But things didn't go the way he planned, but they still worked out for him in the end, and now Leorio is pretty much out of the running because he really doesn't even care anymore. So this episode was pretty awesome. I liked it. It was epic. I was just so happy to see Gon again. Finally happy to see Gon's smiling face. He's so precious. So, as always, for those of you who don't read the manga, I would love to hear how you felt about this episode. How do you think things are going to turn out since Leorio is pretty much out of the running now? But, as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.